Welcome to the Hampshire 1900 start for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 12th of February 1959, which is about 6 months on from the end of the last part. And the reason why I push forward to get to this date is that we now have access to the last major level of research that we're probably going to do in the entire game. If I can find the Tech University, you can see here what we've got here is waste separation education, plastic recycling, energy from waste, and gas power plants. And I'm going to start with waste energy separation, but just to show you the research tree, what you will see if we go down slowly, you'll see we've done all the medical research except the repeatable ones now. We've also got the completed all this here to do with all the other various bits and pieces. This is to do with production. Again, all we got, I've even researched all the repeatable options there as well, mainly because I want to try, there is an achievement where you complete the research tree, and you can see we've done all everything related to nuclear power, solar power, and of course what we got now, this is the group that we're doing, which is related to waste separation. Now, getting waste separation education is quite a major step forward, but it does cause some complications. And you can see what we will do now is finish everything related to waste, and then we've also got the gas power plant here as well. And then I think the only thing that's left to do after this is in 1965 when we get Soviet modernism. But I don't think that actually is a research that's of major consequence. I think we'll come back to that actually. If I go all the way down, you can see now everything else is all being finished except for the two advertising ones here as well. I think if we go to Soviet modernism, I think this shows up in this here where we've got certain buildings. I think it relates to if we go, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, like we got certain shopping centres which still need to be unlocked, but there's nothing that we've related to Soviet modernism that how can you put it, we actually desperately need. And the other thing I can do is we've got another tech university over here. Where are you? Where are you? I'm sure I had we got a university tucked in here, haven't we? I thought we had not that it's important, but where's the university here? I probably recognise it once the snow disappears. Let me just see. Joe wear and tear. Where's the university? That's the medical university. This Cosham here. There it is. It's just here. And what we can do is get maybe plastic recycling started in here. And the snow's gone, so I'm just going to slow the game down a little bit because we've got quite a lot of things to do. But first, an update of where we are. Over here, things are fairly stable. What I am trying to do at the moment is get in a road upgrade program. I think I'll leave that mud road in for the moment. So what I'm doing at the moment is kind of bringing a road system down through here with respect to being able to speed up the vehicles going into this area here. I think what I will do is I'm still trying to fill in that bit of the corner there. So get this roundabout finished. As I say, the idea is to get across into here and start to fill out this connection here because we're probably going to need it over time. Going down here, this area is coming together quite quickly. We've now got a port in here, and we need to push the power supply out. here as well. Although we're running a great risk of fire at the moment. We've got South Sea here, which is an area that I want to work on. And again, the main factor is getting some of the utilities in and the water. Now, one thing I've got a bit of a dilemma here, guys, because we've only just recently completed modern industry. Well, I think we did it in the last part. But I actually looked at this coal mine, and this coal mine's actually got a workforce of 220. And I'm not exactly sure how that actually happened, to be honest. I think we've got, we need police officers in here. Okay, we just, what police vehicle are we now using? We're using gases. I think the gas, I don't know, maybe it's time we got a bit more of a modern police car. It's 130 kilometers an hour. I mean, that's ridiculous because the top speed of an asphalt road is 110. Maybe we'll get a couple of police cars in here, and what I will do is we will change this to the GZM1 so that we got, yeah. So I've got this dilemma with the coal mine here, but what I have done while I was playing forward is I've now changed this coal mine to be able to what I've done is I've made this coal mine into the modern version now of 220, because of course, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, is that this one's only got 100 workforce in, this has got 220. So we're kind of building this out now. Originally I did this simply because what I wanted to do is upgrade this, but this has already been upgraded, so that's not a problem. The rest of what's going on in this area here, this is a wandering truck, but I'm going to need to look at modernizing the vehicles. Just to give you an update on what's going on out here, I have now pushed the road out here, and to show you the track upgrade now, I've now upgraded the track out to here, and what I do need to do is, I can just go straight to electrification here. What I'm doing at the moment is pushing out the track get to here, but I've got a feeling we've got to electrify the bridges. But what I'm trying to do is just keep pushing out. I think what's happened here is, this is Eastleigh, not Road Crew, isn't it? I think what we'll do is we'll send you to here because I want to populate this. This is going to be a well, first things first, we need to we can leave those buildings. We need to reset this. I'll do it now while I'm thinking about it. Get there. Get you on reconstruction. I don't really want you doing roads, footpaths and factory connections. You can stay with what you've got. We're going to push you to 3,500. You're going to need fuel. Where is it? Over here. This is going to be, what I'm done is I brought this in for two reasons. One is that we need to get some coverage here for reconstruction, although it's not going to get as far as I was hoping for. I was hoping it would get out to Southsea, but it obviously not. I've made a bit of a mistake here. The next thing I might as well do while I'm at it is come here. Why are you picking up prefab panels from the custom shed? You should be picking up prefab panels from here. That's a mistake. Steel, yeah, we can't really do that anymore. Mech components. Okay, right, that should be enough that we can sort this out. And we'll just shove you there. I'll come back to do the rest of it. You go there. I think if we go to Eastleigh, I'll show you what we're doing down in Eastleigh. I'll probably find that these road crews have lost vehicles. I think what's happening is these vehicles are getting stuck in that junction, and they can't find their way back. So we're just going to buy a couple more dumpers. Total capacity workshop 61 kilometers an hour. 61 kilometers an hour. That's 10 tons. That's 9.5. That's 18 tons. I think I'm going to get a couple of these big Tatra ones into here as well. Right, so Eastleigh, Southampton. The only real big change here is what I did off camera is I've planned a farm here, and you can see we've actually laid in the track. Has that track actually been electrified? Let me just check. Yeah, this has been electrified. And what I'm doing here is I put this farm in. We've got the track in there. What we will be doing is planning some food and alcohol production over here. And then eventually all this is going to get dismantled along with the farm here as well, so that we can get a few things done. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, that's the power cable. I say Southampton is just quite happily trolling along doing its own business at the moment. This is the reason why I'm going to start playing a bit slower, because I need to do a lot of planning in over these three centres, because we're going to start working on bringing them together. Milford-on-Sea, things are again fairly stable. One thing I do want to do, which is back on the theme that I was already talking about, is we are going to remove this coal mine, and we are going to put in the bigger capacity coal mines. I'm going to flip you that way. This ain't going to be, well, we don't need to worry about water and power. That's 70, actually we can, because it's going to give us 83%. So I'll put you there. I will put in actually there's a, let me just do this again, because I missed that road there. Okay, I'm just going to put it again, see if we can get something better than 83%. As I say, I need to do this. No, I think the best we're going to get is, oops, put you 82, 83%. We put you in like that. Or we can put a footpath in, and we got a connection there, but probably won't need to use that. So that means we'll get a full-sized thing here. We got a mud footpath here, which we don't need at the moment. And again, I'm just going to remove you, and we're going to put in another. Where are you? Oops. Did I put the right one in? This is 76%. Thank you, game. 77%. Okay, looks like the best we're going to get here is 77%. I want to redo this one. I've got I want to make sure I have put the right one in, because there's no point planning for high capacity and putting the wrong one in. 83%, yeah. So this will be the right one. Put you just in there with the water. The only trouble is this doesn't have sanitation, so that could be a problem. But we can sort that out later on. So we've done this one, we've done this one, and put in this one here. So there's no rush to actually build and connect these up. It's just a question of doing them now while I'm thinking about them. This one's 64%, this one's 65%, so that's 66%. So we're just going to put you there, and we'll just leave them to it. Got iron ore there. So the rest of what's going on in this area is there. You can see the metro track is being built. This guy's now working on another tunneling exercise, so he's going to run for well, you can see here it's 10,931 days. So he's going to take to get out here. It's probably also worth mentioning the fact that, as you can see by the capacities here, that you do need access to a fairly major construction industry to drive this. The other train, let me just check him to make sure he's doing it. He's been going a little bit rogue from time to time. Oh, he's currently pushing out this way. You can see we've got everything except that. I mean, in fact, I'll push the priority up on that, because once we got the connection to the border, which you can see is virtually here, then we can basically we can then set up all these rail lines here, and then we can start pushing out this way to make the connection to Leamington over here. Another thing I do really want to do is actually start work on the highway that's going to connect to Southampton. Not that it's going to be very practical, but so that is the current situation. If I go back to here, what I want to do now is carry on laying out Southsea. And what we are going to do now, we've got these blocks here, but I want to start going fairly modern now. We've got these blocks here, these hold 231 workers. So what I want to do is plan a row in here across here like this. So that's 1, 2. I don't want to squash them up too much. 3. But of course we're going to need a lot of workforce here. And of course we're going to build a kind of quasi-Soviet city, in the sense that we're going to do that. Bring you through there. And you through there. Get the road crew on. Actually, I think I will go fast. Got the one truck here doing his thing. You picked up the footpaths here. Start building in here. And I think what we'll do is we'll kind of get a little bit of scale. So we've got 231 here. I say this needs to be a fairly big city, because we've got fairly major industry. We've got potential for other industries in here as well. So, and what I want is really the residentials area to be in here, surrounded by this rail, the tram lines. So we've got 231. That's way too big. Let's see what other options the game is offering us. 147. It's not really that good, is it? Dnipro Flats, yeah. Warning: if you ever decide to build these, be very careful, because they can concentrate too many people into one area. In fact, actually, I've just had a thought. Maybe I shouldn't put all the residential stuff in one area. Let's put a university in the center here, actually. And what type of university are we going to have? Technical university. Small party. See, we still got the Soviet modernism here. So we can't get access to the bigger universities. That's... I don't really like these big universities, to be honest. This is one of the reasons why I used to like the party headquarters. Got the Tower of London. I don't think that... We've got the White House and the Tower of London. We got... I think I've had problems with the historic one. I think maybe what we'll do... that's just taking up way too much space, isn't it? I mean, it's a nice big building, but I suppose maybe we could put it in the center as a feature. Yeah, why not? We put it in the center there. Okay, we've finished research. And we put an asphalt. Yeah, I mean, we can put other residential stuff around it. We've also got to put in a police headquarters, which, let me just see. My instinct is, because we can bring residential stuff down this way. I think maybe what we'll do is... we've just put, we've got water there, we've got water there. And what we're going to do in the way is put in the police. Got a police station here. I don't really want to crowd that. I think what we'll do is, can you... I think we'll put the police stuff down here, actually, so that it's kind of out the way. Well, it's central, but at the same time it's out the way. Although that's actually, yeah, we'll put the police headquarters in the centre, because I feel that that's wasting. Actually, let's put you out here. Actually, you've got access to those accommodation. So we'll put the police headquarters there, because we're building we should be building these residential areas, and then that can feed into that. What is this? This is the fire station. Actually, oh no. It says process needed there, but this is already being built. Let me just knock that down. Because this will... Okay, I think we're... Oh, great. I've messed that up, haven't I? Okay. Right. Where's my demolition team? Yeah, I keep making mistakes like this, but I think I can fix it, because what I want to do here I think if we put the security apparatus up here, so we put in the police station. What we need is the secret police. These guys are a bit icky sticky as well, aren't they? Oops. If I put you there, get you in as close as we can to that road. Yeah, we'll put the two here. We could then put in a little bit of accommodation down here. Let me just see. We'll put in. Yeah, we'll kind of put some blocks in here. This will be for our service. They're close to most of the central stuff. And of course, what we can do is, as long as they can get to the tram station, we can set the tram route up. And in fact, there's a possibility. I've just had another thought. Let me just see. We got a tram line there. We got the tram in station there. I think what the trouble is, I've got. It just suddenly occurred to me that I could put another, but we'd have to break these two roads. We got a tram stop there. We got that one would go to take the workers to there. I've just had an idea. We would have to put a tram line down here. And yeah, I think I can get away with this. We would have to demolish a big chunk of this road. Put a tram stop in. Yeah, I think we can do that. Just demolish. Yeah, it's just suddenly occurred to me that I could put in a local tram network, which will, I mean, it's only a gravel road. It's not like it's the end of the world, is it? So what I could do is, we're just going to remove you. This road is just gravel. So what I can do is, we've got a tram stop there, and we can put a tram stop there. So if I put, that's there. So if I put a tram stop in about, where is it? It's road, sorry. We want a relatively small one. We'll put you kind of almost dead parallel to this road here, like that. Put a tram route there. Put that there. Add that. And what we can do is remove this road. As well. And I think what we'll do is keep everything symmetrical. We'll put you to about there with an asphalt road there. So when this is all finished, you won't notice the difference. And then what we can do is, once we've removed all this bit here, we can do that there. What are you? You're a passenger harbour. Oh yeah, because of course I was thinking about putting some tourism in. I think tourism can still be an option, because we got fuel line there. I still need to get... We still need to get a fuel line up to here, don't we? Because I don't think I've got a fuel connection here. Although we could do it with vehicles if we got a loading point there. Yeah, I think we'll keep the passenger port here. So we've now got this here. Right, we still need to do some research. Okay, let me see. Right. We can research that. Just want to look at something. That is a gas-powered power plant. What is... That burns oil. Oh, it's really mucky, isn't it? Can't see that being particularly that useful, to be honest. Anyway, we're just going to look at the waste side now. What we've got left to do with waste is we've got plastic recycling, and then we've got incinerator power plant. More importantly, we've now got the large incinerators, and we've got the heating plant. Now, to be honest, these two buildings aren't particularly that useful. I have experimented with the incinerator power plant. It's a nice add-on power supply, but I would never use this as a primary power supply. And it's the same with this incinerator heating plant. The problem is getting enough consistent waste into that area to be able to keep things going. Now, while we're here, I just want to... Where are you? Okay, yep, laying that track out there. That means the other train isn't doing anything. You can't have laid all this track. That's a dead set. Oh, maybe you have. No, you haven't. I think what we'll do is I want to do these back curves first to here and get all this lot built in. We got another program finished. This is plastic recycling, and then we just got the gas power plant. So that means we've now can have energy from waste. What is energy from waste then? Did I miss one? When is that researched? Did I miss one? No, it's down here. 1959. And that will complete it. Okay, so we're good. Right, so we've done a little bit of work on South Sea. I've got some other things that... Oh, we've got... We've got a Matador combine. Oh, that is... Let me just see. I can't remember if that's a Soviet or a Western one. But no, I don't want used vehicles. I want harvesting. Okay, what have we got here? We got... What am I currently using? This is 19. This is the Stanlets. What are we currently using for harvesting? I've been kind of neglecting this. We're using the S4, which is this one, which is 20. This is the CK24. This one. Okay, we need the CK24. Oops, I just bought one by accident. That's okay. Well, this is the standard. This is actually slower, but I think I prefer this one because this one's a bit faster. So we'll set this up. But if we go to here, oops, thank you, game. Southampton, get out to here. Harvester. This is the Matador. See, this is 30. The problem is that this is one that we got to purchase from the border. How much would the template cost me? The Matador is a pretty good actual building, although we're not really manufacturing very much at the moment. Let's have a look at the template for the Matador. How much? 279,000 isn't too bad. And it doesn't take that much. No, I think for the moment we're going to stick with what we can replace directly. I know I've got plenty of Western money, but the problem is that to be able to do that, we need how can you put it? We need a reliable way of getting that in, either that or major vehicle production. Is this actually? We need the road crew on that there, because I need that connection to the border. It's going to become quite important. I don't think these guys are actually doing very much at the moment. You get out here and build that. I don't feel I need the highway connection at the moment. That can come later. What I would like to do actually is pick you up and work. Yeah, your work should be working on those. Let me just get all the way out here and see, because what I would like to do, if possible, is see, this is the problem we've got, is where these vehicles are getting stuck. Okay, we got this here, this here. I think you guys can work on that. And I need this connection. Let me just get, sorry about this. Just get all the way back over here. If we can get this connection done, that will work. Okay, that guy's just got all the way out there. Let me just, where's my road crew here? See, in some ways these guys are closer. Yep. I think what I will do is, it's going to be a bit artificial, but I'll get you working in from that end. Let me just get back over to here. Still need to build this actually. You start work on building back in through there. Okay, we should be able to get it done. Right, the next, what I'm going to do is just check this. Oh, these guys are powering through. I don't think we've actually electrified the bridge. This is where I'm going to have to be very, very careful. Actually, we'll push this all the way through to there. There's a connector there, which is not good. That's okay. Because if I can get this out to here, and then we can get out the other side and get this done, you can see that we'll be on a major step forward towards getting this line completely electrified. Let me just, these guys are going, I mean, I've got to do it manually simply because the distance these trains are having to travel now are, it's getting kind of a little bit impractical, is probably the polite way of saying it. You work on that, get out to here. I just want to check the train coming the other way. I think if I can get this electrified connection done, this will be a major step forward, and it will lead into something else that I've got planned. Okay, you've run out of work. Let me just look at this. You've electrified out to here, so what I can do now is push you there. Where's the track gone? What I should be able to do now is get you, join you together, and allocate you to, oops, no. Take you to there, and what we got is got that track there. We need to put in you there, remove you. You've got connection there, so you can come up here, and what's going to happen now is the trains traveling backwards and forward would use this as a common line while this track is actually being built. The real possible problem here is whether, because the crossover's been removed here, which is my fault, but I think this train can come back, go up to there and turn round if should it be necessary. I just want to make sure, yeah, you've got the double track there, so if we watch this guy come out, he should do this. Just seems to have been able to ignore that bit, which is a little bit of a cause for concern. Right, train is waiting too long. I'll just go and check that out. What are you? Oh, yeah. Well, these guys are doing their own thing. Let me just split you there. Yeah, what's happening here is this track is being, because this guy's working on here, this track is all owned by these guys. I think what I will do is put a mixed signal here. It's chain signal coming in on the left hand side, and that coming in this side. We can put you there, chain signal going back that way. What happened there? Oops. Oh, that train just disappeared. Okay, so have we got any more research to do? Nope. So what was that? We've now got the gas-fired power station here, which is wherever it is. Yeah, gas power plant, there we are. Right, we've now got a prison here. What do you need? Find the historic prison. Got supplies. You need to come to here. You need to deliver the food. Yeah, this is 60%. Okay, yeah, 60%. What we will do is deliver the food from here. Oh, this might be an issue. You've got nothing to do, so you're going to pick up food from here. Yeah, I hadn't realised that maybe the food distribution is a little bit overloaded. And we're going to need a refrigeration truck. Let me just get here. We're going to stick with the normal way of distributing food. Capacity, we got 6.5 tons of meat. We'll get one of those. We'll just let the game run. While that's actually happening, the next thing I want to do is, okay, so we've now done this here, so that means that we've now got full access to everything we need now, including the heating plant. And yeah, so we got the incinerator power plant, incinerator heating plant. So that now finishes the main kind of bit of what we want to do. Now, what I need to think about now is we're working in this area. I need another distribution office. I was thinking about putting something out here, but I think this could get in the way. How are we doing here? Yeah, we've got the guys on patrol. Dealing with the crime in this area. Okay. Yeah, what I need is another rail distribution office, and I'm kind of thinking that I could get it into here with an overlap, because what this distribution office is going to be is for exclusively electric trains. So let me just see, and we got the new train distribution offices now. These fit in a bit better because the road connection's on the end and it's a bit of a pain. But this one we can put in. I can get you in. Yeah, we don't need to worry about the power supply. I can fix the power supply. If I tuck you in really close like that, and we can put a road connection to there. And what I want to do is, we're just going to plan. I'll start with the concrete. We'll just remove the signals. Push you this way. Left-hand drive, put the mixed signal it back in again, and put you in about there. And what I want to do is come back like this. Oops, like this, and then run you up like that. Oops, a little bit wonky, but we'll be okay. and just accept that. This is 147, yep. And what we're going to do is we got this pick off from here. Oops. Get you into there. And run a little bit like that. Remove you. And then actually it would trim you back a smidge. And then we'll run you into there like that. And what we'll do off of here is put a crossover as well. And we'll just put this in here like that. What this will do is allow this distribution. So what we'll do is give us 3 distribution offices in here. Got this one that's going to run on diesel and electric, although eventually it will become electric as well. In fact, it might go straight to electric, to be honest. And what we're going to do is have this one here, which will sit by the actual thing. Okay, we need the loyalty on our, set that to 60%. We should now, we've got a new vehicle here. Pick you up from here. Won't pick up meat. Go to the prison. Wait until unloaded. Okay, why is he not delivered any clothes? Oh, yeah, I think we've got a little bit of a clothes issue here. Okay, we've got 5 tons of clothes in there. Yeah, I think the problem we've got now is this isn't up to the job. You can see here, this really needs to be disassembled, and we really do need to get this online. Well, I'm starting to run out of time on this video, so what I'm going to do is I've set up everything here. What I'm going to do is, just to finish off with, we're going to populate this here. So we got plenty of money, so it's not like we're short of cash. Speed, got these guys here. Get 2, 3, get some buses. Actually, I'm going to change the bus pickup point. Actually, we're going to put you onto there. How much have you picked up down here? Put you on there just to speed that process up. Get these built. I did demolish the fire station, didn't I? Okay. Haha. Gas station. We're going to put the fire station in back up here, I think. Yeah, I better do that while I'm thinking about it as well. Yeah, we'll put the fire station here. It's on, like, it's kind of hanging around the main road, so it's going to have water and sewage as well, which means good, and more important, heating. So we're working on that. Let me just get the roads built in as well. Okay, that looks like the train's stuck. Oh no, this isn't finished yet. What's up with you? What are you complaining about? I think this guy just needs a... Oh. It's probably... It's these signals. Yeah, I was a bit too enthusiastic with the signaling here. That should fix it. Yep. Because he can go into here and turn round. Or he should be able to. Oh, he can cheat. He only need to get access into here. Be able to do that. And let me just get back into here and finish off this. We've got 3 buses. Okay, we've now got the SKD. What we got here for total capacity? So you've got the highest capacity and you've also got the highest speed. Okay, these are the modern vehicles because, of course, we're approaching 1960. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. We'll get a couple of dumpers. 2 dumpers. We don't really need that many. We're going to need a couple of cupboard holes. This one arrived in 1958, so this is the SKD RTN covered. What was... Got the Tatra, and that's 10, that's 14. I've got a bit of a dilemma here because I would like to have these for on the road, but these for the farms. And I think this is one of the problems with this auto replace, that you can't. You could. If I put these into the farms, yeah, I think we're going to need a little bit of a rationalization here. What is this here? I think maybe that's time to... Where's the Mack trucks? Capacity. These are 12 tons. This is the Peterbilts. They're nice, but they're expensive. I think what we're going to do is replace you with the Tatras now. And because you've got the bigger carry capacity. Okay. Right, we've got some open holes. Did I buy the covered holes? Okay, we're just going to borrow. These guys are not hanging around. Get one of those. We are going to need some road cranes. What's the best road cranes we got? Whoops. I don't know if it's sorting by capacity. Got one here, 26, 19, 23. I think we'll get some of these. We get 1, 2, 3 of those. We're gonna need a couple of excavators. Of course, we don't have much in the choice in the way of excavators. That's a bit manky, is it? Excavators. Is that it? Oh, that's better. I think we got here 10, 26 there. Okay, we get 1, 2, 3 of those. I think we'll go with deliver by truck. Let me just go here. Can I do the excavator? Yeah, you can be carried by that, so that's good. Wow. Houston, we've got a problem. Right, I'm going to have to sort these vehicles out over time. That is going to be a problem for the next part and going forward. I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.